Hey there, VibeTribe. I'm JustG, and welcome back to my channel, where I share my love of creative journaling, mental well-being, and all things that feel good. Why is forgiveness so hard to do sometimes? We've all been hurt, and we've all hurt one another at one time or another. We can get bitter, or we can get better. Today, I'm journaling on forgiveness and what forgiveness has given to me. So let's pour a big old spout of wine and dive into forgiveness. There's nothing quite as sweet as a blank page and all the possibilities that it brings us. Forgiveness can feel a lot that way, like a clean slate. Since we're journaling on forgiveness, I was drawn to togetherness. So glam girls it is again, because you know I'm loving them lately, with a few words and phrases to inspire thoughts of forgiveness. As always, I took some time to pre-select the theme pieces while I reflected on forgiveness and what it means to me. I tend to lay out all my journal goodies and see what catches my eye. I just let go and somehow it all just falls into place. And yes, I'm still on my gold lettering kick. I just love these. Loving the soft colors as well. I think I'm just holding on to summer as long as I can. Pretty soon, all these flower themes are going to change to snowflakes. So the change of season is just around the corner. And in a couple weeks, I'll be doing my September new chapter page. So join me for that. I myself am inspired by powerful, independent, and free-thinking women, and these are images that remind me of that. I've seen incredible things happen when women truly come together to support each other, so in life, let's strive to promote more of that. And that's looking good. So let's have some more of this wine, and away we go. I begin every journal entry with an intention. My intention today is all around forgiveness. And that is bringing up in me that forgiveness does not change the past, but it does change the future. My parents always told me that holding a grudge would hold me back from all the possibilities that could be. They said to forgive others because it's right, forgive myself because it's the best thing to do, and to learn from both. When I was younger, I trusted everyone. Mostly because no one ever gave me a reason not to. But life is about lessons, and it was only a matter of time before I started building my own life, one with my own friendships and relationships. I got my first job, my first boyfriend, my first car, and had my own tight group of friends. And before long, I learned a boyfriend could lie. A coworker could stab me in the back to get ahead, and friends could steal. Even a family member could take advantage. I always entered into any relationship with faith and excitement, whether it was work-related or just personal. But it was never too long before someone would break my trust or take advantage. Over time and after many repeat circumstances, I didn't trust so easy anymore. I became guarded, shy, and sadly, I had forgotten what my parents had taught me, and the bitterness and resentment became a constant burden for me. Some hurts ran so deep, I honestly never thought that I would get over them. Forgiveness is hard when you've been hurt that deep. At one point, I had been hurt by so many people at the same time. I found myself attaching the pain of those hurts to those who hadn't even done anything to me. My way of preparing myself for when they eventually did, I guess. I closed people out, never let them really in to get to know me, and kept my distance wherever I could. I reached a place where I just assumed everyone was going to hurt me in some way. It was only a matter of time. I was not without my own offenses as well. Eye for an eye mentality sure feels good in the moment, but not so good down the road. It was easy to fall into that mentality of you hurt me, so now I'm going to hurt you back. In the end, I always felt guilt and shame about whatever it was I had done. This was no way to live. And after a while, I began to see that I was never going to have the happy life I wanted until I released the hurts, forgave my own indiscretions, and found a place of trust and understanding. By holding on to the anger and resentment, I was really doing a number on myself. From playing the victim to allowing my anxiety and depression to run rampant. I could literally feel my quality of life dwindling away, and I got tired of living in my little bubble of despair. Something had to change. Now, forgiveness is tough, especially when some of those that hurt us offer insincere apologies or none at all. But I was determined. I began going inside myself and making a conscious decision to let go of all those negative past situations I was carrying with me. I would reflect on them and look at them from both my point of view and from those that had hurt me. I found in many cases, those who hurt me were simply doing what they thought they needed to do, even in some cases to survive. I didn't have to like it. I was simply the person being impacted by a decision they had made. Some simply did mean things because that's the only way they knew how to be. Some people are just mean, and that's about them, not about me. I was just someone to take the pain out on. Maybe I had something they wanted, so they took it. Whatever the case, at the time, they thought their actions or words were right, regardless of who it may hurt. One by one, I have journaled on all those painful events in my life. And one by one, I have found the means to release them, let the negative feelings attached to them go, and make a permanent practice to reflect, release, and move on. I have found that forgiveness doesn't mean I have to excuse or forget the harm that was done to me. And it doesn't mean I have to mend fences with those that have hurt me either. Forgiveness is to bring myself peace so I can move on with my life. When I let all that pain go, it led me to healthier relationships, better mental health, less anxiety, and it significantly reduced my depression. It's so tempting to hold a grudge, be resentful, and indulge in fantasies of retribution. But it does nothing. It just keeps the vicious circle going. Meanwhile, those who have hurt us are out there going about their lives without a thought about us, while we're sitting and stewing in our own bitterness. So who's really hurting who here? Whether it's our pride or ego getting in the way, or that we take things a little too personal, it's easy to feel ashamed or embarrassed when we've hurt someone. In the end, a heartfelt "I'm sorry" is all you need to do for your own peace, regardless of whether it's accepted or not. It's also important to note that forgiveness doesn't always mean reconciliation with those that have done major harm to us. I've made my peace with those that have deeply hurt me, but I maintain that peace by keeping the door closed on that relationship or that circumstance. There's no need and no desire to relive it again or to open up and allow it to happen again. At the same time, forgiveness has taught me to understand that we all make mistakes. I have, you have, we all have. And it has greatly expanded my empathy for others. And these days, it's very easy to forgive and forget the little hurts that we can all do to each other. Today, it just seems to come more natural. I don't dwell on the pain or the why they did this or assuming it was intentional. I forgive myself for my part, them for theirs, and I move on. Forgiveness takes patience and courage. At times it will come easy, and sometimes it may take a while. Let's face it, a little white lie hurts a whole lot less than a friend or coworker stealing from you. But we must always remember, they make those choices, not us. Forgive them for your own well-being and have enough empathy to hope that they will forgive themselves as well. We're all human. We all hurt the same. I have 2 daily practices that I live by. First, every time I enter through a door, I say in my head, "Enter with mercy and grace," which reminds me to maintain my boundaries and respect the boundaries of others, and to strive to be kind regardless of the situation. Second, anytime I'm cut off in traffic or a person doesn't hold the door for me as I'm entering and it slams in my face, I simply say, "I forgive you," with a smile. The act of smiling after just makes the situation more humorous to me, and humor is a great healer. Every day is a fresh start, and every day is a good day to forgive. If not now, then when? Forgive, forget, forge forward, and live in love. Thanks for journaling with me on forgiveness today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm Just G, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, ring my bell if you're so inclined, all the classy people do, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on forgiveness. Until next time, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. I'll leave those links down below. Stay healthy, stay well, practice forgiveness, and be kind, always.